Huey Newton, the leader of the militant Black Panther Party, will go on trial July 15th in Oakland, California, accused of murdering a policeman. The Black Panther Party has attracted strong national support from radicals and intellectuals, black and white. The Panthers openly advocate the use of guns against the police, claiming that they don't attack, but will only shoot in self-defense, a point disputed by Bay Area law enforcement agencies. The Panthers say this is the only means of ridding the black ghetto of what they call police brutality and oppression. The party was founded in 1966 by Huey Newton and has membership estimated between 250 and 1,000. Within the last 8 months, their policy and police response has led to 2 major gun battles and to the deaths of a policeman and a Panther teenager.
I'm telling you to take your hands off me.
The Black Panthers first made national news just a year ago when they entered the state capitol in Sacramento armed with rifles and pistols. They were there, they said, to demonstrate opposition to the proposed legislation that would outlaw the carrying of loaded weapons.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was under arrest. Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest? Place him under arrest. Go ahead, brother. Am I under arrest? Am I? Take your hands off me if I'm not under arrest. Am I under arrest? I'm telling you to take your hands off me.
In the year following this incident, there were a series of armed confrontations between the Oakland police and the Panthers. The police maintain the Panthers have provoked these incidents. The Panthers claim the police are trying to liquidate their leadership and destroy the party. Last April, when Oakland police stopped a carload of Panthers, a gun battle broke out in this house. The details remain confused. Both sides claim they fired in self-defense. After 90 minutes of shooting, the Panthers surrendered. The Panthers say 17-year-old Bobby Hutton came out first with his hands up and was shot to death. The police say they thought he had a gun and was trying to escape. Eldridge Cleaver, author of the much-praised book Soul on Ice and Panther leader, was shot by police and arrested in the incident. Oakland Police Chief Gain.
There have been many people in this city who have maligned this police department, who have, through some maudlin sentimentality or other reason, sympathize with the Black Panthers and the peace and freedom movement. And what real evidence is there to cause people to be so sick as to do that aligning? Take a look at this maudlin, unjustified junk that has been put out. Bobby Hutton, they try to deify one who tried to murder policemen. And what do they say on this piece of paper? A black man who dedicated his life to defending the black community from racist oppression was murdered in cold blood by Oakland police. Ridiculous lies, ridiculous attempts to create prejudice. The Black Panther Party poses a real threat to the peace and tranquility of the city of Oakland.
The Panthers have a different version of their role. Huey Newton, Panther leader, will soon be on trial for his life. We asked him about the origins of the party and their concept of self-defense.
We use the Black Panther as our symbol because of the nature of a panther. The panther doesn't strike anyone, but when he's assailed upon, that he'll back up first. But if the aggressor continues, then he'll strike out. He'll wipe out his aggressor thoroughly, wholly, absolutely, and completely. The party is I like to call it a second party rather than a third party, because we see very little difference as far as black people are concerned between the Republican or Democratic Party here in the United States. We view ourselves as a colonized people, so we're in a situation of a mother country and a colony. And the politics of the mother country has not answered the needs of the black subjects in the colony. So therefore, this is a black political party, and it's a vanguard group for the freedom of black people. Originally, our party was called the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. The name now has been changed to the Black Panther Party, because many people misunderstood the scope of self-defense. The power structure, the establishment, has been aggressive towards us in every area, the social area, the economical area, and the political area. So therefore, we felt it necessary to erect a political party to defend and promote the general interests of black people. aggression in the economical area is as real as aggression physically by the racist police that occupy our community as a foreign troop occupies territory.
While continuing their defiant stand against the police, they seek support by running candidates on the white organized Peace and Freedom Party ticket and are publishing their own newspaper. Bobby Seale, Panther chairman.
Every Saturday. Yeah, and this paper is did by black people. We're trying to unify black people around this program here. This is in fact what the program of the party is about. We say we want full employment. Every black man wants full employment. You know that. We want an end to the robbery by the white man of our black community. That's what we're talking about, like number 3. Number 4, we want decent housing fit for shelter human beings. You dig? And then we want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present day society. We want all black men to be exempt from military service. You dig? We want freedom for all black men held in federal, state, county jails, city prisons, and jails, right? You know how black people is hung up at the man's railroad and through the prisons. You dig? We want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. Basically, we want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace.
We don't want no white man, in our organization.
We don't have white people in the organization. What we do, white people who want to help, this organization is so controlled by black people, we direct those white people what they can do and what they have to do to start stopping that racism. You dig that? And we don't want them down here in our community controlling us. That's what we talking about.
So tell them to go home and watch their own.
Go home and change the racism down.
The Panthers support this boycott of an Oakland supermarket organized by the Blacks for Justice Committee, whose spokesman is on the Panther Advisory Committee, Paul Cobb.
We checked with the Better Business Bureau and a lot of consumer community organizations we've had repeated complaints about the meats here. They're the worst in the city. And the sanitary condition of the store is the worst. 96% of the people who shop here are black, and less than 5% of the people who work here are black. This is inequitable, and this is why we're here. And there is a connection between boycotting here at Housewives and the indictment of the murder of Bobby Hutton. And police brutality is connected because the economic interests that control this city also control the policy of the police department. We're saying that it's regrettable that there's a need for police in this society. But since this society is so racist, we have to have police. But the issue is who should control those police? And we're saying the black people should control the police. 68% of the policemen in the city of Oakland live outside of the city of Oakland. We're saying that the police must live in the black community, so they will have an opportunity to relate to humans properly, and they must be black.
The major issue in race relations in Oakland is the continued friction between the black community and the police. Both sides are holding firm to their positions, and the situation remains potentially explosive. We asked Carlton Goodlett, publisher of the influential San Francisco black weekly, The Sun Reporter, for his evaluation and comment.
I believe that the police department is slowly but surely becoming the provocateurs and the inciters of incidents that could very easily lead to the extermination, if necessary, of members of the Black Panther Party. I do believe that the possibilities of racial harmony and peace in Oakland is certainly on trial. If the police respond to the demands of these young people for the ending of 2 standards of police action, one for white citizens apprehended and one for black, then probably racial peace can be restored in that city. If not, we would see ourselves move precipitously to that separation mentioned in the President's Commission on Civil Disorders of one nation black on one hand and one nation white on the other.
Yesterday in San Francisco, Eldridge Cleaver, Panther Minister of Information and noted author, was granted a writ of habeas corpus, and bail has been set at $50,000. The state is appealing the decision.